So there's a guy who's on YouTube saying that there were people outside of the garden and nobody knows Cain's wife. That there was people outside of the garden and then um, Cain's wife was from the outside of the garden. I don't know. It was just his theory. But chapter 1 of Genesis is the whole shebang of creation. But it doesn't mention the Garden of Eden in chapter 1. But in chapter 2, it says, "And there was no man to work the ground. The mist was going up from the land, and water was entering the whole face of the ground. Then the Lord God formed the man of the dust from the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And the man became a living creature." So he was created. "And the Lord God planted a garden in Eden." So after he was created, God planted a garden, and there he put the man whom he had formed. So then this man, one man, then went into the Garden of Eden. "And out of the ground the Lord God made to spring up every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. The tree of life was in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil." So right there, saying that once he's in the garden, all these trees start to pop up. But there was stuff before that garden too. Like how he created everything and then he created the garden. It says, "Before there was man, and there was no man to work the ground, and a mist was going up from the land that was watering the whole face of the ground. Then the Lord formed man from the dust." So on the sixth day, from chapter 1, that's when living creatures were created. And so was Adam. But there was a special garden that God put Adam in. So the real question is still, who was Cain's wife? Now there was one man and one woman made from Adam's rib. They had kids, but the Bible doesn't mention daughters. So I'm thinking it could be his sister that no one or the Bible didn't mention, but it's just gonna be a mystery for now. So who knows who Cain's wife is or was? But the Bible said that he made a city for his son Enoch, which is not the other one from Seth's side, but from Cain's side. So in this video, he was saying that the people outside of the garden, that's one of the wives that Cain married, and that he built a city for them. But I don't think that's how it works. Who knows what happened, but this is so far what I've read, and this is actually making more sense than what that guy said, because he skipped out on a few things. So yeah, it's right there.